Hi there folks, and welcome back to the IB and Fishing channel. I hope you're doing really well. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subs button. Robbie, why wouldn't people subscribe to this channel?
I don't know, I certainly subscribe to the channel.
So if you're new to the channel, please hit the subs button. If you're a regular viewer, thank you very much for coming back, really appreciate it. You might have recognised that IB looks different.
Growing the beard for this week's episode. I'm now the Grayling queen.
So IB's at work. Our friend Robbie was in the area and has dipped over for a little social distance fishing session with us. We've come out to do some fly fishing on the River Wye, and we're going to do a little bit of a challenge, aren't we?
Yeah.
So basically, really simple challenge. We're going to break it down into 4 quarters, 15 minutes fishing each. One of us is going to be using the clear water grayling pack. One of us is going to be using the coloured water grayling pack. Both of those packs you can find at www.abangling.co.uk/shop. They are still available. And it's not necessarily a challenge between Robbie and I, but it's more a challenge about which pack is most effective in these conditions. Now, the Wye is carrying a little bit of colour. It's not crystal clear, but it's certainly not mega dirty. So this is going to be a real interesting one, actually. Which pack is going to work best in these conditions? So we're going to have 15 minutes fishing each, catch as many fish as you can in those 15 minutes, and then the other person is going to take the rod and use the flies from a different pack, and at the end of the day, the person who's caught the most fish, are we doing most fish, Rob?
Yeah,
the person who's caught the most fish is going to be the winner. Now I have massive home advantage here, but Robbie is generally a lot better angler than I am, so this should be pretty close, I reckon. Robbie, I'm going to let you choose. Which pack would you prefer, the clear water or the coloured water?
Coloured water pack.
You're going for the coloured water pack. I thought you might, which leaves me with the clear water. I don't mind that too much. Robbie's up first. Let's see how he gets on in his first 15 minutes fishing.
I've started off with the French leader rod. It's been a really long time since a Vero nymph, so I'm quite looking forward for this. I think what I'm going to do is just fish this lovely little inside riffle. This pin cast down there. So that swing through. Ooh, yep, there's a fish straight away. First cast. Doesn't come much better than that. Oh yeah, it's a fighter. I don't think that's quite what I was intending. I was hoping for a big grayling here, but I think I might have just found something slightly spotty. But I'll take it. It's been a long time. Whoa, off he goes. Towards this fish in the flow. Hey, perfect. We'll quite simply just turn the hook on this guy. Beautiful little wild brown. Just use the mesh so I'm not touching him with my hands. And we'll worry about them flies in a sec. We'll get this guy straight back. Well, one on the board, not what we wanted, but hey, nice to get into a fish first cast, that's for sure.
Definitely not on the scoreboard though, Robbie. 100%, that's not a grayling.
No, a little bit too spotty, but I think I've got my fly selection right at least. Okay, so I've remembered that I'm not fantastic at fishing with a French leader. A little bit out of practice, maybe the water's slightly fast for me to cut my teeth back into it, so I've swapped over to an indicator nymph setup, which, to be honest, it's much easier for me to keep in contact with than the French leader. I'll probably revisit that tactic later when we find a slower riffle, but I think just for the moment, while I'm regaining my practice, this might be the better option for me. Ooh, get excited over every single knock, because you never know. That's a fish. Oh, and it's a target species. Fantastic. There we go. That's definitely a grayling. Fud through those glides. Oh, beautiful little run there. Oh, I missed you. It's been about 2 years. Come to Robbie. I think this is a grayling. Yeah. Oh no, it's a rainbow. You look like a grayling in the water. Right, let's unhook you and slip you back, pretty little guy. Lovely, oh, there we go, he's dropped the hook in the net. Perhaps slightly overexcited there. Oh, there's another fish. Oh, this one's staying deep and plodding hard. I think this is a trout. But if I say that, hopefully it'll be good. Oh. Was it a grayling? Oh, I was adamant that was a trout there. That was a bloody big grayling if it was a grayling. Shoot.
Seconds, Robbie.
Oh no. Just 10 seconds. We're in trouble. Oh. I'll let that drop back down.
3, 2, 1.
I snuck a last cast.
Righty, so one of the advantages of going second is that you kind of get to see what someone else did and how it worked and how it didn't. And I'm actually really surprised there that Rob hasn't put a grayling in the net, but it has given me a few ideas. So I've gone slightly more natural on the flies. Obviously with me having the clear water pack, I've got slightly more natural patterns. I just wonder if Robbie's coloured water flies were a bit too much for these fish. Getting down nicely, so I've got the deep purple on the point and the soft pink tag on the dropper. That was a fish. So there are some down there. I just wonder if my slightly more natural colours might be the way to go. There's a fish. There we go. So they were down there. This has just kind of stayed down and plodding. I'm not sure what this is. What a strange fight so far. Just feels like I've hooked a bin bag. The bin bag's moving upstream, so I assume it's not. This has just stayed completely down. It's a really nice grayling. It's a horrible place to land a fish. I'll be as gentle as I can because that's a real good one. 2 weight. The river is bombing through. I've got that drag set really delicately. Somehow got to get him upstream of me. Big fin sail up in the water. Right, he's getting pretty close at that. Nope. Off he goes. He's seen me and now he's off. Oh no. Oh no, come back. No, no, no. No. No, he is off. He's just taken nearly the whole French leader off me. Right, I've got him back upstream. It's roughly back to me now. So if I can just walk back a few steps. I can't go back too far because I'll put myself in this tree. But I need to get the fish upstream of me ideally. Just caught a glimpse of him then. There he is, in the net. Good stuff. I had a feeling they'd be down there. It's just perhaps the fly selection that was the issue. Well, that was pretty cool, and possibly, as I say, a vindication just for the colour of the flies. A nice fish, not a monster. Nice quality grayling. Great scrap. Lovely fish. Probably 35 centimetres, would you say, Rob? Yeah, lovely fish. But we're getting back because I reckon there's a few more down in this little eddy. Back you go, bud. There we go. Straight back down. Loads of oxygen in the water. Cheers, Rob. Ooh. Social distance fist bump. I'm not sure what to do there. So I think I'll be doing roughly the same thing again. So what I've done is I've shortened right down. I'm getting really delicate taps. And all I'm doing is just trying to feel for these taps. I mean, they are just nudging it. But with a really short drop from the tip to the indicator, it minimises the amount of line that's out. It gives me more of a chance to feel those little delicate knocks. Like that. Oh, that was a fish. There's a fish. There we go, just a little bit further out. I don't think that's a grayling. That might be a spotty one. It's difficult to say. I've got a flash of silver then, but obviously we're in a pretty unique place here in that we've got these wild rainbows. So sometimes you see that flash of silver and think, oh yeah, it's a grayling. And then it comes up spotty. Tumbling around just down on the inside. Very difficult place to land a fish, as I say. Oh, whoa, whoa. What's happening? Why are you doing that? Come on. Come back up here. After the big run from that previous grayling, I'm not going to talk too soon. I mean, usually I'd say those big runs are trout, but that last one absolutely flew off. So again, I'll just try and draw him up next to me. Little flash of silver below me. I don't know yet. What do you reckon, Rob?
I'm hopeful that you've got Grayling there, Andy. Maybe slightly less hopeful now.
Yeah. I think all hope has gone there. Whoa. Missed my chance there. This time. In you go. Aye. It's a lovely fish. Definitely not the fish we were after. Get you straight back. Back he goes. So 1 minute left then, Rob.
1 minute left.
Crikey. So Robbie's just told me I've got 1 minute left. I must admit, I'm questioning Robbie's watch a little bit here, but we'll go with it. They're going to be down there somewhere. I'm convinced there's fish down below us. Last 10 seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Come on, one down the edge.
2, 1. Finish that trip.
Ah, only one Grayling. Right, Rob. I think we need to have a chat about how that first quarter's gone.
Well, here we go. I've taken over Andy's channel because, hell, why not? Anyway, first swim's good. I've just realised how rusty I am with the French leader rod, and watching Andy do it is fantastic. It's amazing to see someone put tiny little tungsten beads through a swim with so much control. So I've got something to aspire to, but I still think I can beat him. Definitely still beat him. He's got the first one on the board, which is good going, but it's not too much pressure on me yet.
Well, we've only completed the first quarter and it's only 1-0, so this is very, very open. There's a lot of fishing to go here. There's a lot of swims, there's a lot of casting. This is wide open. I feel like I missed a chance there, because if I could have got 2 or 3, I could already have put you out of the game, but I haven't, and it is game on. Should we go and find the second swim?
Oh yeah, certainly. I'm eager to catch one.
Righty, so spot number 2, and I'm going first on this one, and this is definitely an area for the indicator rig. So my feeling is that most of the fish are going to be slightly further across. I've gone for a red tag on the point and the baby pink caddis on the dropper, and we'll just try and fish there, about there. I think that's a Grayling. Oh, it could be a rainbow actually. Yeah, a little rainbow. That's not what we're after. Get him in the net and get him out as quickly as possible. What did he take? He took my baby pink. Back, oh, back you go, buddy. Right, that wasn't what we were hoping for, but got the line tight at least. Let's try and get a bit further across, just where this deepens up slightly. Nice big mend. Lovely run this. So many places where there could be a Grayling. In fact, it's going to be difficult in 15 minutes to do this pool justice, I reckon. Oh, that was a tap on the swing. I was just about saying, let this one swing and just see, and it worked. Just missed that one. There's a fish. That might be a Grayling. There we go, that's what we're after. Taking the red tag that's fallen out in the net, I reckon. Yeah, it has. Happy to confirm that's a Grayling, Rob?
Yeah, that's a Grayling.
Good stuff. Hopefully the first of a few. Let's try that slightly closer line again then. Couple of mends with a bit of slip, fish that downstream. Right, yeah, I'm getting drawn over towards that far bank. I've been doing too much still water fishing. Clearly I've got this thing that all the fish are as far away as possible. That far bank just looks money for a big Grayling. Nice big mend to start with. I've not quite got the mend there, but it's okay. That's a great area, that is. Big mend at that point. A little bit of slip. Under that tree looks good. Oh, crikey. Feel robbed. Just wonder whether we didn't get down. Let's try that one again. Nice. Just in the seam. Bit of a mend. It's not a great mend. Oh, that stayed down. That was weird. Mended it and it never came back up. How much time have I got left, Rob? About 6 minutes. Okay. Let's go a bit shorter again. I caught those fish to start with, maybe I'm just going over them. Oh yeah, there's a fish on the swing. I think that's a grayling as well. Pretty sure that's a big grayling. It's tumbling around like a grayling. Yeah, I reckon that's a grayling. I reckon it's a good one. It can be easy to neglect that with the indicator rig. I think we've all got used to swinging the French leader. But as long as that indicator isn't too close to the flies, you can happily swing this as well. Good fish this. If it is a grayling, I think it is a grayling. If it is, this is a good one. Yeah, it's a grayling. Just got a lovely glimpse of big red dorsal fin. Nice fish. Again, a horrible place to land them, but I'm doing my best. Let's try and get a bit further down and get this fish upstream of me. Oh, no, 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 no. He's going that way. Yeah, nice grayling. Lovely fish. Actually, it's pretty cool because we saw another anglerfish here earlier and I did wonder whether it might be knackered, but no. They left a fish behind for us, which is very kind. Yeah, there he is. That's a belter. Nice fish. Well, really nice to justify a change of flies, even though not quite the situational style of fishing that I was going for. I thought having some slightly heavier flies might enable the flies to fish a bit deeper on that far bank. But actually it's probably kept them down a little bit lower on the swing as well. And it's brought that one, which would be probably about the same length as the first fish, probably 35, 36 centimetres, but really fat. It's a real chunky fish, ever so heavy, been feeding up, but we'll get her back. There might be enough time for me to get one more out of here. Righty, let's get you back. Oh, loads of energy, look at that. Loads of energy, such a fat fish. Beautiful colours. Picture of winter, gorgeous fish.
So I've nipped in the swim behind Andy, giving me a chance to see what he's doing now. The logical thing is just to copy him to start with, because he had a lovely fish. One more cast in that one then. That's nice.
$10 Rob, I reckon this is the last cast.
I think it is.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Milk that for all it's worth. No, not a single bite in that swim for me. Not so much as a dimple or a knock.
Well, we are at the halfway point, Rob. That is half an hour's fishing each, and it's been pretty tough so far, eh?
Yeah, it's not really manic action today. I didn't get a bite in that last swim at all.
Yeah, that looked pretty difficult. As we said, someone else fished it through earlier, then I'd fished it for 15 minutes before you got in and had a couple, so I think you probably really had the dregs of this pool there. But the next pool is your go first. We're losing the light pretty quick. Hasn't it gone dark in the last kind of half an hour?
Yeah, it has.
Not great grayling conditions. Gone very dark, very cold, but we're going to keep moving. We're going to find another pool. You're choosing the next one, and we've got to make the most of this, and you've got to catch some grayling, Rob.
Yeah, I need to get one and not lose one.
Okay, so to be honest, we've kind of had to can the challenge here. I mean, the conditions are just rubbish. The fishing's been really hard. So Rob is fishing downstream of me on the indicator rod. I've got the French leader here. And we're just going to see if we can catch a few fish while we've got some light left. There isn't a whole lot left. There's probably half an hour of daylight left.
Yep.
That might be a grayling.
That is, I think. It's plodding like a grayling. If it is, it's a bloody good grayling. It's not really fighting hard. I'm just going to put any real pressure on this because I'm not sure yet. It's just sort of jagging like a grayling. Just sort of gently head jagging. That's a huge grayling. Well, as soon as you take the pressure off for a competition, Andy, I'm just going to let him drop down into that glide to you, mate. I say. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, funny. Social distance bump. Oh my word, that's a cracker.
Just as we decide it's pretty much game over.
That might even be my PB right there. Here we go. We thought it was a bit dark, so I declared Andy the all-out winner because, to be honest, he fished fantastically. So we've separated slightly. I've kept the murky water kit, and I've got this beautiful grayling on a squirmy worm. And I'll be honest, that right there for me could well be a PB. I mean, it's certainly over the 2 pound barrier, and on a fly rod, that's just a magical target. We'll get a quick measure and we'll sit this guy back, probably about 46.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Oh, that's so exciting. I mean, that's definitely near a PB grayling for me. It could be a PB. We're not going to weigh it because we just want to get this fish back. Minimal handling. Let's slip her back. Oh, such a handful, this fish. There we go. Oh, wow. There we go. Oh, what a oh, look at that, showing off with that fin off. Oh, that's amazing. 2 years since the last grayling fishing trip and I'm buzzing. I'm going to move it.
Well done, mate.
Hello folks, I've kidnapped Andy's camera again, and this is my channel and my vlog now, so get used to seeing me now. I get the odd chance to fish with Andy. Today's been fantastic. Our little 1v1 really didn't go to plan. It's been one of those days where it's been dusk all day. We just haven't had quite the action we expected, but that said, 3 fish over pound, can't really knock that. It's been fantastic meeting up with Andy again. I've been working in the area this week and I can't wait to get back here again.
Rob, we need to announce a winner. Which of the 2 packs do you reckon was the most successful pack on the day?
I think my choice of the coloured water pack paid off because it caught the biggest fish, but then in terms of action, you took me apart today, Andy. Whether that's skill or whether it was a choice of fly, I don't know, but it was really handy. Even when we did split up and fish our own ways, I decided to stick with my choice for that pack because I felt confident in it, and it paid off.
That red worm, actually, it's interesting you said that red worm in these very dark conditions was probably about the only fly that fish was going to eat. It's so much bigger and it's bright and it's bulky and it's got volume and they're going to see it more easily. To give you an idea, guys, it's about 3 o'clock and it's pretty much too dark for us to fish. It is pitch black, it's so dark. And Robbie's caught that fish in very, very low light on the most visible, kind of the most voluminous fly that we've got available to us. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think that red worm was probably the difference for that fish.
Yeah, I think so. It was certainly something that stood out a little bit more than the rest, and it paid off for us. It's fantastic. I mean, I don't get the chance to grayling fish very often, and I've had a lot of rust to shake off today, but getting one on the end of the line and a good one at that, and I tell you, the adrenaline's still flowing now. It's just fantastic to do something a little bit different and get into a bit of fly fishing. I love my lure fishing, but you know, I love this too.
Guys, on that note, thank you very much for watching the vlog. Really appreciate it. If you are interested in either of the packs, they are available at www.abangling.com/shops. There's a clear water pack and a coloured water pack. They are posted direct to your door, and as you've seen, they work. They catch really big fish. Robbie catches bigger fish than me, as always. Guys, if you've enjoyed it, please give it a like, share it with someone who might also enjoy it, and IB or Robbie and whoever, it could be anyone, let's be honest, who knows who's going to be in the next one. We'll see you again soon for some more fishing and stuff. Take care, folks.
Fantastic.
Bye bye.